Got him. This is the brand new OLIGHT Javelot Pro. It's a distance torch, and it's actually the longest throwing distance torch OLIGHT has ever made. In turbo mode, this thing sends 2,100 lumens, 1,080 meters, which is 3,543 feet, or 2/3 of a mile. We're gonna take this thing outside once it gets dark, test it out at a few different locations, then we'll come back here, go over the features, the functions, and if you're in market for something like this, I'll tell you I can get a pretty sweet deal. All right, lights out. Test number 1 from my front yard. I'm gonna hit my shed, which is all the way at the back of my property. It's 100 yards. Is anybody here for low mode? I didn't think so. Let's go right into turbo. That doesn't even make any sense. Alright, there's low mode. That's 15 lumens. There's 150 lumens. That beam is so tight. There's 600 lumens, and there's 2100 lumens. That is out of control. Alright, I have an idea. Alright, maybe that was a bad idea. I am wearing glasses, safety first, kids. You'd have no problem making a shot at 100 yards if that's what your goal is with this light. Okay, honey, thank you, that's good. My backyard was too small, so I'm at the driving range now. And I can tell you, where's that flag at? Those woods are 300 and some yards away. There's a flag out there. I was hoping I'd be able to illuminate, but let me zoom in a little bit. It is, those woods are not close at all. This isn't working as good as I pictured it in my head, but my yard was way too small. This place is closed, so I'm not going to hang out here too long. But there's the driving range, and I'm in the bed of my truck, so that's what it looks like for me. That's ridiculous. I'm surprised there ain't no deer out there. I don't see any eyeballs looking back at me anyway. There might be a little wind noise and a little road noise here, but I'm at the reservoir now. If anybody's like me and you've navigated the waters at nighttime, you definitely need a nice light to know where the shoreline is. You gotta watch out for the channel markers, and if you're in the bay in this area, better watch out for the crab traps. I think it reached all the way across. It is ridiculous. They got the shoreline over here too. That is insane. Here, fishy, fishy, fishy. That is, I am out there. Let me show you how far away I am. That's how far I am. I'm zoomed in and it's like that. That's amazing. Absolutely amazing. What a beam. What a thrower. Cemetery at night? Nope, I'm not getting out of my truck. This light's advertised as the ultimate rifle light. And there's high. It's also advertised as, like, you know, for search and rescue and stuff like that, which is, you know, a rifle light for killing, search and rescue for saving people. Kind of both ends of the spectrum. But I'm at a farm field here. If somebody used this for a crop permit for taking out animals to save their crops, it's has no problem stretching this field and that field. Oh my goodness, that is so crazy. Might be an animal out there.
Yeah, I see some eyeballs looking back at me. Oh, those are big eyeballs. I don't like that. What the heck is that? Whatever that is looks way bigger than it should from the distance I'm away from it. I am out in the middle of nowhere right now. I mean, there's obviously a road here, but just farm fields for days. All the way up the road. That is wild. There's another animal out there. Oh, there's a deer. Zoom in a little bit. It's got to be 400 yards away though. I'm way back here at my truck. Where'd he go? Oh, put his head back down. Alright, I'm gonna get out of here before Sam Squanch gets me. Whatever that is just looking at me, and I don't like it. Got him! There's a deer in front of my truck, so I'm not gonna take this road. I don't feel like hitting a deer tonight. Yeah, I'd say this light works pretty good if you want to use it for hunting. I have no problems making that shot. Oh, goodbye, deer. In this clip, I shine the light on the house and I walk back to show the spread of the hot spot and the spill. Notice the light shoots a beautiful cool white beam and there's no yellow as I've seen in some of my lights of lesser quality. I came back home for this because I already attracted the attention of the police when I was at the reservoir. I told them what I was up to and they were cool enough to let me continue. The audio is pretty bad, but I'll let you listen to a little clip.
Good, how you doing? Officer? Good. I'm just calling tonight. I assume that's your car? Oh yes, it's my car. Gotcha. I'm doing a flashback.
Luckily they were cool enough to let me get the shots I needed. I didn't want to bother them anymore this evening, so I came home for this clip. I'm maybe 40 yards away. I'm not too far away from the house, but it's weird because like in the camera the hotspot looks huge. Like the hotspot's the size of that window right there. See if I can zoom in. It doesn't really do it any justice. Zoom out. I don't know. The hotspot's much smaller in real life. So weird. It's probably just a reflection off the house. The body is made out of an aluminum alloy. It's got a beautiful black finish to it. I think you can also get this light in a desert tan. The handrail, the notches kind of go forward, so nobody's going to take this out of your hand if you're worried about that. You got notches on the head there as well, so when you set it down, it shouldn't roll away. It's waterproof, IPX rated 8, so you can submerge the entire light up to 2 meters. I can't believe all that light comes out of one little LED. But it's also drop resistant up to 1 meter. For charging the unit, this is magnetic. And this is a USB, which means you can plug it into anything. A wall outlet, your computer, your truck, even a power bank. When the unit is charging, you have a little indicator light here that lights up red, and when it's finished, it lights up green. The side switch doubles as a battery indicator. You got an LED in there, so if you hit it once and it's green, you're above 75%. If it's orange, you're between 30 and 75%. If it's red, you're between 10 and 30%. And if it's blinking red, you're below 10% battery life. You can power up the light with the tail switch or the side switch. The tail switch, you can do a light press and hold. That's a half press for low light. Or you can press it once and it stays on. Press it once, it turns off. That's a half press. Fully depressed, you go turbo mode. You can hold it, turns off when you release it, or you can quick press it to turn it on and turn it off. With the side switch, the quick one press, you got your battery indicator. The light does not turn on. You got to press and hold for a second. The light turns on. Right now it's in low mode. You can cycle through your modes by hitting the side switch all the way up to turbo. And if you turn off in turbo, it turns back on in turbo. It's got a memory. You can also turn it off with the tail switch at this point if you want. I do not believe there's a strobe, which I'm okay with because I'm not trying to throw my neighborhood a disco party. If you unscrew and disassemble the unit, the batteries aren't going to fall out. You need a tool to change out the batteries. They are rechargeable lithium ion, so they should last a long time. They do have a 1-year warranty on the batteries and a 5-year warranty on the light. Obviously, it comes with a holster. What light would not be complete without a holster? Pretty typical stuff. You got a metal snap up front. On the back side, you got a D. If you love the D, it's a plastic D. You got Velcro if you want to attach it to some molly or put it on your belt. Bada bing. it's got a holster. Here's a user manual. We'll go over a couple things in here. Here's the Pro Kit, which you get a red filter, a green filter for night hunting. You also get a flashlight mount. That mounts to your rifle scope and your magnetic remote switch, so you don't have to take your hand off the rifle to turn the light on. The light specifications: in the turbo mode, you have 2100 lumens for 10 minutes, and it ramps down to 1000 lumens for 130 minutes to prevent damage and overheating. There's your other specifications as your IPX, your waterproof rating, your 1 meter drop proof. It's 9.72 inches and 13.4 ounces, all that stuff. There's your battery indicator level. We went over that. There's some more information on the magnetic remote switch. And if you want to read over how to operate, we already went through all that stuff. So we pretty much covered it all.
This light hits markets June 20th, 2019. On that day, for 24 hours, OLIGHT is having a flash sale where you can get this light 30 to 40% off depending on what kit you get. That's a pretty big discount because this is not a cheap flashlight. There's going to be other promotions going on. I'll leave all the information and links in the description of this video and in the comments section. I think you can also get like 10% off things that aren't on sale. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I am a treasure hunter. That's what this channel is all about. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to watch some treasure hunting videos, watch some of our other videos. If you want to subscribe, subscribe. If you're wondering if I'm sponsored by OLIGHT, no, I am not. And no, they did not pay me to do this review video. That's all I got for you. Hope you have a good night. Lights out.